What do you do if someone makes a joke about multiple aspects of someone's identity? Welcome back to Through the Six Stages Framework Lens. I'm Dr. Shungu Mugadza. Today, I want to take you into a moment many of us have witnessed and some have experienced directly. A moment where someone makes a joke, but it isn't just about one aspect of a person's identity. It's layered, it's intersectional, and the harm lands in ways we don't always fully understand. So, what do you do if someone makes a joke that targets gender and culture and age all at once? Let's step into that room together. It's a Thursday morning, a team meeting, one of those long ones where everyone's tired, the agenda is full, and people are edging towards frustration. Amira, one of the younger team members, raises a concern about workload. She's articulate, thoughtful, composed, but she's also navigating more than most people realize. She's a young woman, Muslim, part of a migrant family, and still new to the organization. She finishes speaking, and there's a moment of silence. And then someone, let's call him Craig, laughs and says, "There she goes again, too emotional. Must be the hormones." And anyway, these foreign stuff always struggle. A couple of people laugh awkwardly. One person looks down at their notes. Someone else raises their eyebrows but stays silent. And the meeting moves on. But something in the room has shifted. Amira shrinks back just a little. Her voice quietens, her eyes drop. And you sitting across the table feel that uncomfortable tug in your stomach. You know that what you heard wasn't right. You know it targeted several aspects of Amira's identity: gender, age, culture, belonging, and you're not sure what to do next. This episode is about that moment. So, why does this comment matter and why is it harmful? Let's slow it down. Craig's joke wasn't just sexism, it wasn't just xenophobia, it wasn't just ageism, it was all these things combined. When someone makes a comment that layers multiple stereotypes together, the harm multiplies, not linearly, but exponentially. Intersectional harm cuts deep. It affects belonging, safety, identity, and even credibility in the workplace. And the silence in the room, the people who cringe but laugh politely or say nothing, that silence communicates its own message. This is exactly where the Six Stages framework can help us understand what's happening and how to intervene. Mapping the behavior to the Six Stages framework. Let's place Craig on the Six Stages framework continuum. So Craig, the joke maker. He could be stage -3, defensive and minimizing, i.e., using humor to downplay prejudice, believing people are too sensitive. Or he could be stage -2, resistant, feeling threatened by difference and expressing it in a subtle or overt ways. Or he could be stage -4, stroke -5, hostile. If this is a pattern for Craig, and if the intention is to belittle, then that would place him on stages -4 and -5. The silent bystander in the room. Silence has a stage too. Stage 0, unaware. Those are the people who genuinely don't see the problem. Or stage -1, avoidant. They notice but freeze or avoid conflict. Or stage +1, curious but unsure. They want to act but don't have the words yet. The person harmed, Amira, she could be anywhere between stages +2, starting to self advocate, and stage -1, internalizing the message and shrinking. So you can see that the room contains people who are at many different stages, many inner worlds, all clashing in one moment. So, how does one respond based on the stage you are? So, now let's talk about what you can do. Your response depends on your own stage, the person's stage, either Craig's stage or Amira's stage. Your response also depends on the power dynamics in the room, the urgency of the harm. Here are some grounded practical responses. If Craig is at stage -2 or -3, minimizing stroke resistant, you can use clarity without escalation. So you could say something like, Craig, I know you meant it as a joke, but linking her emotions to hormones and calling her foreign is harmful. Let's stay focused on the workload issue. If Craig is at stage 0, unaware, you could use gentle education. Can we pause? That comment touches on gender, age, and culture. It might land differently than you intended. If Craig is at stage -4 or below, i.e., hostile, you could set boundaries firmly. And you could say something like, Craig, that comment isn't appropriate. I need us to maintain a respectful space. What about you? If you're at stage +1, curious but cautious, start small. Let's keep the conversation respectful. And you could say something like, let's keep the conversation respectful and return to Amira's point. If you're at stage +3 or +4, i.e., ally and courageous, you could name the intersectional harm. You could say something like, that comment targets several aspects of identity, gender, culture, age. We need to avoid stereotyping. If you're at stage +5 or +6, leader and transformational, you could say something to shift the culture, such as, this moment highlights why intersectional awareness matters. Let's revisit our team's norms to ensure everyone feels safe and valued. Remember, in this moment, you're not trying to win an argument. You're not trying to open a door to shift the stage, or if but to shift the stage even just one step. So, supporting the person harmed. After the meeting, you could check in with Amira. You might say, I noticed the moment earlier. How are you feeling about that? Or, I'm here if you want support or would like to raise it formally. Your point about workload was valid. Thank you for raising it. This is about restoring dignity, restoring safety, restoring voice. Because harm isolates, but empathy reconnects. So here are some reflection questions for you. When did I last hear a joke that targeted multiple identities? What part of me stayed silent and why? Which identities do I notice first and which do I overlook? What stage do I operate from when harm occurs? What would one stage forward look like for me? So, finally, intersectional harm needs intersectional awareness. And every moment we witness, every comment, every joke, every silence gives us an opportunity to move from the cave of comfort, i.e., our own comfort, towards courage, connection, and change. Thank you for listening. Until next time, keep building those bridges of empathy, one moment at a time.